Has anyone ever told you you should write a book? Or maybe you're thinking 2021 is the year you're finally going to take the plunge and map out that novel you've been toying with. Well, if you're looking for some inspiration and you need a little push, here's a story for you. Ashley Audrain went from working behind the scenes in Canadian publishing to publishing her very first novel. It is out today, and there's all kinds of buzz around this one. Film, TV rights, they've already been sold. And Ashley Audrain is joining us from Toronto to tell us how she did it. Good morning to you, Ashley. Happy New Year, and congratulations.
Thank you, Ben. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So you, more than anyone, understand the inner workings of book publicity. You used to plan book tours, and now you're at the start of your own. How does it feel being on this side of the equation?
It's as surreal as you might expect it to be, to be honest. It's an absolute dream come true. And I always had dreamed and hoped that I would, be in the seat of the author for those years that I was working in publishing. And now I'm just so grateful that it's happening.
All right, so let's talk about the reason we're here. Tell us about The Push. You started writing it after the birth of your first child. It's a pretty dark take on motherhood from a woman who suspects something's going on with her daughter, but no one believes her.
That's right. Yeah, I had always wanted to write about motherhood and been fascinated by motherhood. Just the idea of why women do it and how it changes them and what that experience is really like. And when I had my first son, I experienced that firsthand, of course. And he had some health challenges when he was born, which really had me looking at motherhood quite differently and sort of examining those expectations. And I knew then that that was something I really wanted to write about, those expectations of motherhood, how we're told it will be, how we're taught we should feel, even sort of the language we're supposed to use around the experience of motherhood. I really wanted to explore that in fiction.
Ashley, we all understand that a writer needs to write. They need to get the words on the page. But a nice, happy bonus is this ended up getting you a multi-million-dollar book deal. So take me back to that moment that you realized you might be onto something. And what was the call with your agent like?
Yes, no, I've been so lucky in how this has all unfolded. So I didn't, you write and, alone. It's such a solitary process. For so many years, I had worked on this book for over 3 years. And when I sort of decided, okay, it's ready to sort of send out into the world and see if agents would be interested, and sort of expected that it would be, months until I heard back. And I was very lucky to hear back from one agent, Madeline Milburn, who ended up becoming my agent. She replied to my email within 10 minutes. And then she had emailed me later that day to say, I'm hosting a dinner party tonight for 9 people, and I just want them all to go home so I can finish the book, which I took a pretty good sign, as good as a sign as I would have. And then, I just signed with Madeline. She's incredible, and she really just, lit the match that kind of, turned into what it is. So it was an incredible moment I'll never forget. It
lit the match that started the flame in Hollywood, because they came a-calling. Literally, you were at your cottage fielding calls from Hollywood producers for film and TV rights. Is that correct?
It is, yes. That was another completely surreal part of this. It was the summer that the book sold, last summer, to publishers, and shortly after, we were lucky to have interest from producers for movie and TV rights. And it was just such a strange, wild and wonderful summer of, being at the cottage with my kids and sort of hiding from them and sort of running down the laneway, trying to get a signal on my phone to kind of, keep them quiet and take calls with, producers from Hollywood. It was pretty wild, and felt very lucky for that. So that was fun.
Ashley, we're running out of time, but really quickly, do you have any advice for anyone watching this who wants to get a book out but just has no idea how to start?
Oh my goodness, just keep going. I think this took me so long to write. I wrote for, as I said, 3 years. It went through, probably 100 drafts. And I think if you can just find a way to kind of keep giving energy to your writing and keep giving energy to your product, your book, hopefully it will work out.
Ashley Audrain, congratulations. What a wonderful way to start the new year. All the best to you and your family.
Thank you so much, Ben. You too.
The Push is out today, and we'll be right back.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.